Hello Chocs and Chocettes and everyone in between, Chocolo Roberto here for another video review. This time we have the Cadbury's Dairy Milk Coconutty. Yes, it's one of these limited edition ones, this sort of creator bar thing they've got going on basically. Last year they had 3 of them, can't quite remember what they were, but the winner was Chocolate, I think it was. Yeah, so then this year they've got 3 more of them, so they've got this sort of Coconutty one, which has obviously got coconuts in, as you can imagine. This is the first one I'm reviewing, so we've got this honeycomb one as well, crunchy honeycomb. And also got Out of the Blueberry as well. I'm feeling this one might win actually, but yeah. But I haven't tasted it yet, so I just feel it might. Yeah, so this one's the coconut one. So yeah, so what's the information on this one? So Coconutty, so it's from Gillian from 36 from Northern Ireland created this one I've got. And she's inspired by the fact that kids love coconut. Well, that was it really. So not massive, and white chocolate of course. So she has white chocolate in it, yeah. And you can see these sort of white chocolate shenanigans going on there. So what's the official description? Milk chocolate with coconut crumble, studded with white crisp pearls. There you go. So presumably those white crisp pearls are white chocolate. You would have thought it said white. Well, I guess sort of Rice Krispie pieces covered in white chocolate, that kind of thing. Those you sort of get in as mully yogurts. What's the official description then? This might shed some light. Milk chocolate with coconut biscuit crumbs, 13%, and white chocolate coated cereal balls, 5%. Yeah, so it is those. So like sort of Rice Krispie type things you get in those mully yogurts, some of those you get in. So it says only 1 bar will remain. Support your favourites at cadburyinventor.com. Have you also tried Out of the Blueberry and crunchy honeycombs? There we go. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So I mean, I don't, well before I forget actually, I've done loads of reviews now, so including the other 3 of these limited bars from last year. So obviously, if you like this review, feel free to check out my other videos. If in this corner, I think it is, there'll be a link to all the others. So feel free to go check them out and subscribe as well, of course. Yeah. So yeah, let's see. So yeah. So but the problem is with these ones, I'm always a bit sceptical. It says like which one you're going to vote to keep. So it's asking the public to vote to keep one of the 3 flavours. But the last one, I don't really see anymore. Do you? I think I did see it a few months ago. I must say, I think all 3 of them. I think, or maybe just that one. I don't know, but it was not been very prominent, and it was only the first time in about 8 months that I had seen it. I think. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know whether that was just So it was unusual. So maybe I'm just talking rubbish, but I've not really seen them at all. So I don't know whether they really do stay or what. I don't really know. I don't understand it really. So yeah, it's a bit dubious really. And I did do a quick search online, Tesco and just online generally, and I couldn't easily see major supermarkets stocking the Chocolate one, so I don't know. So it says milk chocolate, milk solids 20% minimum, there we go, actual 23%. Cocoa solids 20% minimum, contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. So then what that means, 20% minimum, actual 23%. It's either 20% minimum or 23% exactly, isn't it? I don't know why you would say it's got a minimum of 20%. If it actually has 23%, why not just say it has 23%? Must be some shenanigans going on there, as in some law or something, but I don't know, it seems odd. Not to comply to. Okay, so it's a 100 gram bar, 105 gram bar actually, 105 gram. It's got, I think, are they all 105? Yeah, they're all 105 it seems. Yeah. But it's got per 6 chunks, which is 26.25 grams, 139 calories. 7.8 grams of fat, 4.8 of which are saturates. Yeah, so it seems like that's roughly a quarter of the bar, I guess. So you're quite excited about this one, quite excited about the combination. I don't know, it's like it feels knobbly at the bottom. I think they all do, to be honest with you. You all feel a bit knobbly. Yeah. So there's definitely something of interest going on there. So you obviously can't see it at the moment. Now there is the flourishes, of course, so it's just the way they are on all 3 of them, really. But yeah, it looks very nice. Quite excited about this one, as I say. It's not really got the white chocolate that you'd expect. I mean, I don't know, presumably, when it was designed, they picked white chocolate, crispy balls or whatever. I'm not sure you're going to get your white chocolate fix from this. Excuse me. So we'll see though. But obviously, because it's saying in the description of it that kids love coconut and white chocolate. Well, I don't think you're really going to get much white chocolate taste from these crispy balls. You're just going to get more of a crispy taste. But nevertheless, they are covered in white chocolate, so we shall see. Okay, let's give it an open. Let's do it. Right, okay, everyone, hopefully I'm censored. Apologies if I'm not. Hopefully that's the centre of the screen roughly. Okay, so let's give this an open then. So it's got your flow wrapper shenanigans going on here, so it should just peel away. Now it's not a warm day in the UK today, but it's I feel like this will melt in my hands, and it is actually melted a bit already. So I don't know, it's just a bit muggy in the house, I think. But you can easily see there, look at that, straight away you can see all those knobbles. It looks really nice, doesn't it? It's a lovely typical dairy milk smell coming from it. So I'm going to give it a bit of a measure. So they're all the same length, so let's just measure this one with the flourishes. I've already opened the one. It's about 18.5, 18.6 maybe. 18.6 I think actually. And then the chocolate bar itself. Yeah, don't want to get too melted. About 15.1. 15.1. Yeah, so what did we say? 15.1 versus 18.6, didn't we? Got about 3.5 centimetres there, so yeah, not great. Right, okay, so let's measure the width as well. About 7.4. So it's going to be very melted, this one. It's a shame really. Okay, we'll do what we can. Yeah, I don't know why it's melted, to be honest with you. It's not that warm, but okay, so here we go. I'm just going to try and hold it as best I can without there you go, so look at that. So all those chunks of Cadbury's written on each of them, all Cadbury. There's not the dairy milk sort of bubble segmented bar, is it? You know, so yeah, interesting one how they've reverted to this, but I guess they do for the bigger bars maybe. Sort of like the small dairy milk regular bar size bar is like sort of almost like sphere, or well, the top half of it is like this bit's like a sort of sphere and it's bubble shaped. Okay, so measure the height quick. Crikey. Yeah, it's very melty. So from the lowest point to the lowest point, about 0.6 centimetres. It's about a centimetre otherwise. Yeah, there we go. Oof, yeah, so you can see getting some chocolate all over me. Yeah, okay, so it looks very interesting, looks very nice. I can't see, I'll say there's, I don't mean to sort of, eyelash on my plate. Yeah, you can see all the sort of knobbles there. So I assume they're the crispy pieces. I don't know how the coconut will be in it. So what does it say, coconut? Coconut biscuit crumbs, okay, so this might be sort of part coconut as well. Okay, I think we should give it a taste then before it melts completely, so let's do it. Let's give it a taste. I'll go wash my hands as well. Right, okay everyone, so we're going to give this Cadbury Dairy Milk Coconutty a taste. Very excited about this one. So what we're expecting from it, we're expecting a milk chocolate with coconut biscuit crumbs. And white chocolate cereal coated balls, so there we go. Yeah. I'll say this one's made by Gillian, it says. Yeah, you can't say, it says, it doesn't say on the website just what the last name is, but it looks like Langston or something, so not sure. Anyway, Gillian. Okay, so let's give it a taste then. So it's very melty today. I'll say it is an 8x3 bar. So 6 of these chunks gives you 139 calories, 6.8 grams of fat, 4.8 to which is saturates. Yeah, so it's a quarter. Okay. Right, so there we go. I didn't show the other bit. I should have shown in the last bit. I didn't show the inside, did I? I knew there's something I forgot. So here we go. Yeah, so you can see there. There's some nice chunks there. So, interesting. You can see, I think some of those are balls. Yeah, it looks quite interesting. I'm going to cut down the middle as well, which is what I normally would have done, to see how far the filling goes up into the chunks. It does seem to, there, you can see on this intersection there, it does seem to be a bit more prominent at the bottom, but there is definitely something in the top. It does seem like most of it's gone to the bottom though, at least in that segment anyway. Let's give it another cut. Also, well, hang on, I'm starting to get a bit of a coconut smell actually. Now I'm cutting them, but I was about to say I didn't really get one before. But yeah, you can clearly see there it has gone into the top of the segment, so yeah. But yeah, so as I cut it I did get a coconut smell, but it's not overly strong, but it is there when you've cut the bar. I didn't get it at all before I'd cut the bar. I think it's mainly just the dairy milk chocolate smell, so. Okay. Well, while we're here, let's give it a taste. Why not? Lots of crunch there. It's not a strong coconut flavour at all. It's there, but it's quite subtle. And the crunchy, apparently it's crunchy coconut pieces, it says. Coconut biscuit crumbs, so I don't really know what that means. That's just like sort of like those McVitie's twists, those coconut ones you get. Just crunched into pieces. Of course, it won't be McVitie's themselves, but yeah, I'm not sure what that means. But it's all crunchy. There's lots of crunch in there. I'm getting no real taste of white chocolate at all. But definitely a lovely crunch. It's a different crunch as well. It's more of a sort of biscuity mix, almost a bit like a honeycomb consistency, but it's biscuit, but you know, it's a bit different. Almost like some kind of brittle type affair going on. It's not bad as a taste, but I think you'd be disappointed with this one because there's not really a coconut taste there. If you have these things, and there's not really any white chocolate taste at all, and I can't really even taste the cereal pieces either. And you get lots of crunch, and there might be those, but it tastes more like sort of biscuity taste, biscuity textures. You know, which is, you know, so I'm not really. So basically, we've got milk chocolate with coconut biscuit crumbs and white chocolate cereal balls. So it's only 13% for the biscuit crumbs and 5% for the cereal balls. I might be tasting cereal balls, and most likely I am, but I can't really tell that that's what they are at all. Having experienced those in, as I say, mully yogurts and other things. It just tastes more like I'm getting those cereal, the sort of like a biscuit sort of crunch. It doesn't particularly taste of coconut either. There's nothing distinct about it to tell me that that's a coconut crunch that I'm having. I just every now and again get a slight coconut taste. It is there. There is a subtle coconut taste there, but it is subtle. You know, you almost probably wouldn't notice it unless you would notice it really, but if you had a segment or two of this, you might not really even say it's a coconut flavour. I mean, you might miss it, is what I'm saying. You might miss it. I mean, you know, if you're really looking for it, you know, obviously not. But yeah, let's have a couple more segments just to let's see. I think you might miss it actually. Very hard to distinguish that coconut taste. Yeah, it's very hard actually. I must say. Every now and again it does pop out, but when I had those two segments then, it's pretty much non-existent. And I'm saying there's no white chocolate taste at all. I mean, you know, yeah. I mean that might mean it's just like sort of Rice Krispie balls coated in white chocolate, but it's such a thin layer of white chocolate you'd imagine, and they're so, you know, small anyway. Yeah, completely lost. So I think this one, I think it's actually quite a nice bar, but it just doesn't taste of anything like you'd expect it to based on that. It should really just show a crumbled biscuit. Yeah, basically. You know, maybe with somehow emphasising that it's got a bit of a slight coconut flavour in the biscuit. But yeah, that's basically what it is. It's just basically dairy milk with crushed biscuits in. That happen every now and again to taste slightly, ever so slightly of coconut. And there is Rice Krispie pieces sort of in there as well, but you don't taste those at all. I mean, it could be. It's very. I mean, I could be distinguishing. You know, I could be getting it wrong, and what I am tasting is the Rice Krispie balls or whatever. I don't think so. It tastes more of a biscuit sensation to me, and it could be that the Rice Krispie balls are just getting mixed in with that, and I can't differentiate between them. But yeah, it's definitely more of a prominent biscuit taste, I would say. Almost all of it just tastes like that. In fact, here, flukily, I've got it just fell out to one side, one of the Rice Krispie balls. So there we go. Let's have a taste of it individually. Individually, yeah, I can see why I can't really taste it in the bar, because when I bit into it, basically there's a crunch on the outside, but it just disappears on the inside. Completely disappears. You know, there's no long-lasting crunch on the inside of it, whereas unlike the biscuit part, which obviously will last a bit longer, so that's why you can't really taste them. The white chocolate was, you know, even when I tasted that individual ball, as you can imagine, it's so small and thin, the layer of white chocolate, it didn't really taste that much of it. So imagine it when it's covered in dairy milk, big chunks of dairy milk chocolate. You're not going to taste it at all. So I think, you know, I actually quite like it because I like biscuits in my chocolate. You know, that's one of my favourite fillings really for chocolate. You know, I love that texture. So I'm going to be slightly probably, but you know, well, but it doesn't give you that flavours at all. I don't know how they managed that. I mean, I realise that Gillian, or whoever invented it and designed it, is not a chocolate connoisseur or whatever. Well, she might be a chocolate connoisseur, but she's not. I assume she's not involved in the chocolate making business on a day-to-day basis. But what they've done, they send them, the people who design the chocolates, to a factory to taste and test and check the amounts and stuff like this to get the chocolate tasting just right. I don't know how much say Gillian had in that, but I would imagine whoever did come up with this final taste, I think totally missed the mark completely. To be honest with you, and that I imagine if Gillian had have created a flavour that wasn't a great one, they would have pushed her in the right direction to make it taste or be a bit sellable, basically. Because at the end of the day, it is a marketing ploy and stuff like this. So yes, I don't in any way blame Gillian for this one. I think it's just the fact that I think Cadbury just have have not managed to get the flavours just right here. At all, and obviously they might have put it to Gillian, and I imagine she's probably felt relatively pressured to say yes, that tastes great, because she's just happy to be there. But I think, just assuming. But it's missed the mark of what it's trying to achieve, this one. So I think it's a nice bar, as I say. It's just, it's just not. There's no real coconut taste in it. There's no real Rice Krispie or white chocolate taste in there. But nevertheless, I do like it. So it's a dairy milk taste with biscuit pieces, really. It just happens, as I say, every now and again to have some coconut in there. So it's hard for me to rate, really. I do quite like it. I do quite like it. I like that biscuit taste. And it's a nice biscuit taste as well. There's something a bit different about it. It's not just I'll say it's like I describe it as a brittle taste, Very hard for me to rate this one because it's missed the mark completely on what it's meant to do. I think because of the gimmick and everything, I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. It's definitely above average bar. It's nice. It's really nice. I think normally if it wasn't meant to be coconut and Rice Krispie balls and white chocolate and stuff like this, because Gillian specifically said that her kids love coconut and white chocolate, and there's no white chocolate in here at all. I mean, I guess she picked the ingredients from whatever Cadbury had on the website, so they probably didn't have white chocolate chunks or whatever. It's best you could do, but even so, it's completely missed that brief really in the final tasting. So these Rice Krispie balls, whatever, it's a great waste of time them having white chocolate on them because you can't taste it. So it's not Gillian's fault. So I think normally I probably would have given it a 4 out of 5 if it was just called Cadbury's with biscuit or whatever, with a slight coconut flavour. But since it's not, I have to mark it down the half a mark, because a mark or half a mark at least. Anyway, half a mark I think I would have normally given it 4. Just because it totally misses that, and you'll probably be very disappointed. I think expecting, if you love coconut, you'll be probably after this one straight away thinking, oh yes, finally I've got my coconut chocolate bar. And unfortunately, other than Bounty, and of course this one just isn't it. So it's a shame. So 3.5 out of 5 I think. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that review. So watch the other ones as well and get back to review those now. So obviously skip to those. Subscribe if you haven't already as well, and like my videos of course, and leave comments or free. Let me know which is your favourite of the 3 and your opinions on them, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again guys, take care, bye for now, see ya.